Good morning, students. Myself Kunal Sharma, and welcome to e-learning program. Today we are going to learn about cubes and cube root. So this is our lecture number 5. Now, till now we have learned about square and square roots. Now we will understand how to find the cube of any number. Suppose let us take a number x. So if we want to find square of x, so what is the square of x? Square of x. What is the square of x? Square of x is x multiplied with x. How many times? 2 times. And it is denoted by x square. And here is suppose if you want to find cube of x. Cube of x. So how we will calculate cube of x? By multiplying x together. How many times? 3 times. X is multiplied with x is multiplied with x 3 times. Then we will get the cube of x. It is denoted by x raised to the power 3. This is the denotation. We can take any number x, if multiplied with together 3 times, it will give you cube of x, and any number multiplied together 2 times, it will give you square of x. Now let us take an example. Suppose there is a number 2. If you want to find its square, then multiplied it with itself 2 times. Then you will get, it is represented by 2 squares, and 2 to the you will get 4. And if you want to calculate the cube of its cube, then multiplied with itself how many times? 3 times. 3 times. And it is denoted by 2 raised to the power 3, and the product will be equal to 8. So what is the cube of 2? Is 8. And what is the square of 2? Is 4. So that is the difference between square and cube. Now we will study what is the difference between perfect square and perfect cube. In the square chapter, we have learned about what is a perfect square. What is a perfect square number? If any number, suppose 4, is 4 a perfect square number? If any number can be expressed as a product of pairs of equal factors, then that number will be a perfect square number. Similarly, if any number can be expressed as a product of triplets of equal factors, then that number is a perfect cube number. Let us see an example. Let us take an example. Suppose there is a number 1000. Suppose there is a number 1000, and I have to check whether it is a perfect cube number or not. Then first of all find the prime factor. 2 times 500, 2 times 250, 2 times 125, 5 times 25, again 5 times, you will get 5. So I can express 1000 as a product of these prime factors. 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 5. So here we can observe that 2, every factor 2 is multiplied with 2 is multiplied with 2. How many times? 3 times. Every factor is multiplied with itself 3 times. Just check whether it is every factor is multiplied 3 times or not. If it is multiplied 3 times, yes, 2 is multiplied 3 times, and 5 is also multiplied together with 3 times. So in the prime factorization of 1000, I can check every factor is multiplied with itself 3 times. So if it is that, then only we can say that that number is a perfect cube number. Perfect cube number. because I can express 1000 as a product of triplets of equal factors. Then only we can see that that number is a perfect cube number. Let us take another example, 189. Is 189 a perfect cube number? We have to check. How do we check? Let's take the prime factor of this 3 times 63, 3 times 21, 3 times 7. So 189 can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 into 7. So 3 is multiplied together 3 times, but 7 is alone here. We need 2 7 to be there. But since 7 is not forming triplet of equal factors, 7 is only, there is only one 7 here. But for perfect cube there should be 3 7, but only one 7 is there. So that is why this number is not a perfect cube number, not perfect cube. So sometimes there can be a question like this: what least number should be divided with 189 so that it will become a perfect cube? What least number should be divided? So that number will be that number which is not forming triplets of equal factor. So here there is only one 7. We have to remove this 7. How do we remove this 7? By dividing 7. Because by dividing 7, this 7 and 7 will cancel out and we will left only this. So 189 should be divided by what least number so that it will become a perfect cube. So our answer is 7. It should be divided by 7, then only we get a perfect cube. And the next question can be, what is that perfect cube number? So that perfect cube will be 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3. That is 3 cube. That is 27. 27 will be the perfect cube number. And it is the cube of which number? It is the cube of 3. So 27 is a cube of 3. So this type of question can be asked. Another type of question can be asked that in this same question, let us take another example. You can pause the video, make a note of it. Now let us take another example. Suppose 189 or yes 189, 3, take prime factor of it, 363, 3, 21, 3, 7. So our question can be like this: 189 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 7. By what least number 189 should be multiplied? Now by what least number 189 should be multiplied so that the new number, our new number will become a perfect cube. Perfect cube. I am writing it short form PC. PC means perfect cube number. By what? So this type of question can be asked. By what least number can be divided? So by division and multiplication, both type of question can be asked. In such question, what you will do? You will have to how many see how many 3 is multiplied 3 times, so it's okay. But 7 is alone. 7 is not multiplied 3 times. Only one 7 is there. We need 2 7. How many 7? So our new number will be our our what is our new number? Our new number should be, to make it a perfect cube, 3 into 3 into 7. There should be 2 more 7. 2 more 7. So this number should be multiplied. With, we need 2 more 7. It means 7 7 is a 49. It should be the least number which should be multiplied it. So 7 7 is a 49. So 49 should be multiplied. 49 should be multiplied with this. Then only our new number will be a perfect. So what is that new number? In order to find the new number, you should multiply it together. 49 into, and that new number you can multiply it and you will get the new perfect cube number. And the next part of the question can be, what is that new number, after forming the new number, what is uh, it is the cube of which number? It is the cube of which number. So such type of question you can solve like this. If I can write it 3 cube into 7 cube, so I can express it 3 into 7 whole cube. I can write it 21. 7 3 is 21 cube. So our new number so formed is a cube of 21. Is a cube of 21. So in this way you will solve this type of question. Now we will study. Now we will study cubes of negative number. So cubes of negative number. Suppose the number can be like this. Cubes of negative integer. So let us take an example of an integer. We know that -2 is a negative integer, and we want to take cube of that. So cube of that, you know how to find the cube of any number? Multiply that number 3 times. 3 times. Now what do we get? 2 to the 4 to the 8. And what is the sign? Minus into minus. 2 minus makes positive. And again, positive into negative is negative. So cube of a negative integer is always negative. Always negative. Just keep in mind, cube of a negative integer is always negative. Now we will study the cube of a rational number. So suppose rational number is in the form, we know that a by b, and we want to take cube of that. Cube of that, we know that how to find the cube? Multiply that rational number 3 times. A1. So a is multiplied how many times? 3 times. I can write cube of a, okay, divided by cube of b. So a by b whole cube is equal to a cube divided by b cube. Suppose we can take example -2 by, okay, negative 2 over 3 whole cube. I have to find the cube of this rational number. So this cube of this rational number is -2 by 3 into -2 by 3 into -2 by 3. This is multiplied together how many times? 3 times. Now -2 into -2 into -2. It is -2 whole cube divided by 3 cube. So what is the cube of -2? We have calculated -8 divided by, what is the cube of 3? 27. Answer. This is our answer. In this way, you will find the cube of a rational number. Now, our today's homework will be complete. Exercise 4A, 1 to 4. Solve exercise 4A, 1 to 4. Okay. Thank you, students. Thanks for watching the video.